Hello everyone, it's Robin here and welcome. I'm happy to see you all today. So today I have my Book of the Month subscription here. My box just came. I'm really excited about this one. I love this subscription service. They deliver great new books to me every month and I couldn't be more pleased with that. This one's a little thick. I have 3 books in here which I'm excited to get into. But before we do that, I want to share with you what the selections were this month. So let's go over here to the computer. It's over here. Come follow me. So we're here in the Book of the Month website and these are the May books. So Book of the Month is a monthly book subscription service. I love it. Each month they curate between 5 and I believe it's 7 books for you to choose from. You get to pick one book, but you can also do add-ons. This month we had 6 selections to choose from and they always curate a variety of genres and authors, and a lot of them are debut or early releases, which is really fun. So let me go through the 6 selections that I had to choose this month and then we can see which ones we picked. So the first book is Middletide by Sarah Crouch. It's a crime fiction. It's a debut novel, which I just mentioned. That's her first book, so this is pretty cool, and an early release. This is a great way to see some new authors. This tensely atmospheric story about a failed writer's uneasy return to his hometown is steeped in the natural world. So that sounds interesting. The next book was a fantasy, 5 Broken Blades, and this is by Mike Horland. And 5 killers unite for a high-stakes quest to topple an unkillable king in this bloody, exhilarating fantasy adventure. So if you like fantasy, this may be a book that you choose too. There's a sci-fi book. I don't think I see too many sci-fi books coming in here. I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, but so I probably just don't notice them, but that's really interesting. It's also a debut novel, The Ministry of Time, and I can't read who that is by. Kaylin Bradley, but having trouble finding the love of your life? Have you considered that you might be looking in the wrong century? That actually sounds cool. So it's like a time travel. So that could be very interesting. And if you want to maybe get into something like sci-fi, that could be interesting. Here's a mystery. Yes, we love the mysteries. The Return of Ellie Black by Amiko Jean. Missing girls and small town secrets are not the only things hiding in the woods of this Pacific Northwest outpost. So I like that location too. That's also very interesting. And here, oh, here's our romance book. This was a huge hit here. It is The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. She's a repeat author here, so they have other books of her. She's been featured on the Book of the Month selections before. Money makes people do strange things. For example, get married for a mega inheritance, then actually fall in love. Ooh, sounds intriguing. And then our last selection is literary fiction, Real Americans. She is, Rachel Kong, and she's a repeat author here. Epic and immersive, this big-hearted family saga tackles important questions of inheritance, destiny, and forgiveness. I really like this cover. It's really pretty. So these are the selections I had to choose from this month. I also had a fun thing that popped up on my screen. This is my birthday month, and I get a free book, so I get to pick 2. So let's see which ones I picked. So I have my box here, and let's see which selections I picked. Which ones would you have chosen? Interesting, right? So here it tells me I have great taste. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, you saw my first book. Of course, I love romance. So of course, I picked the Christina Lauren book, The Paradise Problem, because look at this tropical cover. Looks like the perfect summer read. I can't wait to get into it. I'm just really all into these colors right here. Well, let me give you a close-up of this cover. Oh, I love it. Look at all the tropical vibes going on here, and the green and this vibrant pink. I love, love, love everything about this. Even the spine looks cool. And then here we have the back of the book. Yes, super fun. So I'm really excited about this book for sure. Let's check out what it's about in here. So this book, Christina Lauren returns with a delicious new romance between the buttoned-up heir of a grocery chain and a free-spirited artist as they fake their relationship in order to receive a massive inheritance. So it's a fake dating situation, which I love. So this follows this follows Anna and Liam, and they got married while they were in UCLA because they needed to be married to get this great subsidized housing. So it was like a fake marriage. Well, when they graduated, they thought they did the divorce papers, or Anna thought she signed the divorce papers, but lo and behold, of course, she didn't. Well, in the meantime, she's struggling as an artist, and Liam is working as a professor at Stanford, I believe it was. Yes, and he falls heir, one of 4 heirs to his family's huge grocery chain, which he doesn't want any part of because I guess they're all cutthroat and all this kind of stuff. But he gets his inheritance. However, his grandfather made one stipulation that he has to be married for 5 years to get it. Well, we've got Anna in the wings there with this wet marriage, so I think that all of that is going to ensue, and I think there's going to be some family drama too, because that would be really exciting. Do you think they'll really fall in love? I don't know. Guess I'm going to have to read it to find out. Let's see how many pages it is. This is the acknowledgments. And it's hard because you don't want to read it. 336 pages. Don't read the end of it. We don't want to know if they really fall in love until we know that happens. So I'm excited to read the Paradise Problems, and let's just put this aside here within reach because I have my next book here, and this book is actually the book I chose for my free book. I chose a second book from the 6 that you just saw. You can choose any book that they have in their background. That's not the only books you can pick. You can pick any of the other books, but I chose this because I couldn't decide. Well, I could decide because I really wanted the Christina Lauren book, but I also really wanted this. And of course, it is the mystery book, which is The Return of Ellie Black. Look at this. This cover is really cool, and it's by Amiko Jean, and I'm excited to read this. Let me give you a close look at this cover. Yeah, look at that. Really cool. So this cover, I love the colors. It's like a silhouette, so that's probably Ellie Black, right? But it has this flamey look to it, doesn't it? Yeah, with the floral thing going on inside. I love the darkness and the black. The spine is super cool too. And then here's the back of the book. Look, it has that flamey look to it. I love the color combination. Perfect for summer. Gotta love a good mystery, right? Yeah, so let's see what this one is about here. And oh, look at that. Love all the darkness. It's really cool. A missing girl returns, but that isn't the end of the story. It's only the beginning. So yeah, that sounds really good. So this story follows Detective Chelsea Calhoun, and it's been 20 years since her own sister vanished. So we've got that part going on. And then all of a sudden here, a local teenager, Ellie Black, shows up. She's been missing for 2 years, and she shows up she was found alive in the woods of Washington State. So we're up in Washington. That's right. The Pacific Northwest is what we had read earlier. So only something's not right with Ellie. She's not really saying anything. She doesn't want to talk about where she's from. She doesn't want to talk about who she's protecting. Just something is odd happening. So it's up to Detective Chelsea Calhoun to figure out what's going on here so that maybe she can get some closure about her own sister, and maybe she can stop from future girls from being taken and maybe never returning, unlike Ellie. And at the end here, it says that it's a twisty page turner that will shock readers right up until the final page. Sign me up. I'm all for that. I love that type of book. Love me some twisty turns. So we're going to check out here what is happening in terms of page numbers. We've got 299, so just coming in under 300 pages. So this should be a pretty quick read, right? Pretty quick read, but pretty fun read too. Okay, so my next book here, I wanted to do an add-on, which you can always do. And while I showed you the 6 books that were the main collections, you can really choose from a ton of books for add-ons. So before I show you this, let me show you that over here. So let's come over here, back to the computer. Follow me. So we're back in the website here, but this time I've clicked on all books so that you can see our top books in one spot. So here you can see how many different books there are that you can choose from, and these all sections have tons of books in them. They put them in categories such as the May selections, which we just looked at, and also like members most loved selections. So these might be some familiar books to you. Debut authors. So if you want to learn about some new authors, you can click on that and get some. What I want to do is go to where it says May selections. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I want to go up at the top here where it says May. I want to view all months. So I'm going to click on that. And so these were the May selections. You can see there's more books when you see that. And we have the April, because I went into this section and this is where I chose my book, because yeah, there she is. I was really intrigued by this thriller from last month too. So let's go back and check that one out, which I have right here. Yes, Sally Hepworth and Revenge is Sweet. It's called Darling Girls, and I'm really intrigued by this. It's a thriller, and you know you gotta love a good thriller too, right? So let me give you a close-up of this cover, because it looks like a swimming pool and it's very refreshing. So I haven't read any books by Sally Hepworth yet, but this one just seemed very intriguing, which I'll tell you about in a moment, but boy, it does look refreshing. Here is the spine of this. I love the color. And then the back, more of the pool. Excited for this, excited for this. So let's see what this one is about. Put my glasses on. There are more than secrets buried at Wild Meadows. So this is a thriller, and this follows Jessica, Nora, and Alicia. And as long as they can remember, they've been told how lucky they were. So these three young girls, they were rescued from family tragedies, and they were sent to live in this home as foster children for Miss Fairchild, who is their caregiver. And Miss Fairchild isn't exactly the fairy tale lifestyle that they thought it should be. She's unpredictable, she has rules, which that doesn't sound so bad, but then they escaped, because you didn't want to cross Miss Fairchild apparently. But they escaped, they thought their lives were fine, until one day, what happens? Oh, they're thrust in the spotlight again because the body's found on the premises, so they have to come back because they are witnesses. Or are they prime suspects? Who knows? But it's a thriller, which means there's a little bit of mystery, which is always fun. A thrilling page turner by best-selling author Sally Hepworth of sisterhood, secrets, love, and murder. So that sounds like, I mean, if murder can be fun, I suppose, right? In a book, of course. And sounds interesting and intriguing, and it has 355 pages. So yeah, 355 pages of thrilling mystery, of fun, which I am here for. And this has a very summery kind of feel to it too, because of the pool. The last thing in my box is my book of the month bookmark, which I love, emotional support bookmark. See, there was my good reveal. Emotional support bookmark. Yes, I love that. So yeah, I'm excited about all these books. So we have a thriller, we have a mystery, and a romance. And the colors are fun. Which one should I read first? You know, I'm a mood reader, so it just depends, but I'm really looking forward to this one here because I'm loving all the tropical vibes. Which one would you read first? I would love to hear from you down in the comments below for sure. Or did you see any other books when I perused the website there that caught your eye? There's so many books to choose from. If you are interested in book of the month, I will put a link down below that you can click through to get on there and get your own book subscription if you want. I'm not pushing it or anything. I just love it. It's a lot of fun. I've learned to read a lot of new authors this way and a lot of new genres this way that I may never have read. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, yes. Oh yeah, definitely this one next for sure.